Welcome back to another episode of the Formula One 2019 mid-season driver reviews. Just over a week till the Belgian Grand Prix, not long to go now. The summer break is almost over, but we've still got a few more of these driver reviews to do and still plenty more videos in the build-up to the 2019 Belgian Grand Prix. So if you're new, feel free to subscribe, share your thoughts in the comments below. But today, we're talking about our fourth and final rookie in the 2019 grid. Our first rookie that we are talking about that wasn't born in the UK. We're talking about Antonio Giovinazzi. Now, I can already hear the comments saying that Antonio isn't a full rookie. He did a couple of races back in 2017. Pascal Wehrlein at the time was injured, so Giovinazzi stepped in for the opening 2 rounds in Australia and in China. He really impressed in the Australian Grand Prix that particular year, but China, a mistake in qualifying, crashing the car, the exact same incident in the race meant that the team didn't choose to keep him, didn't choose to bring him in 2018. He got his chance this season. How has he done in the first half? Well, to be honest with you, it's not been brilliant for Antonio. He's come into Formula One as a Ferrari young driver. He's also come into Formula One with a teammate, world champion Kimi Räikkönen. Now, whilst that's one hell of a teammate to be up against, and the Van Dorn effect that we almost have come to be aware of now is of course, going to be a factor. The Van Dorn effect, if you're not aware, Stoffel Van Dorn was compared to Fernando Alonso, which many people deemed unfair. I think with Kimi Räikkönen and Giovinazzi, it's a similar kind of thing. However, the statistics are not brilliant in Giovinazzi's favour. 1 point so far this year, which is the same as Robert Kubica in the Williams. Räikkönen in the top 10 of the championship. For me, Kimi has been one of the drivers of the year. His teammate Giovinazzi has really struggled, and to get 1 point in a car which is clearly capable of much more in the hands of Kimi Räikkönen, I personally think that's not good enough for Giovinazzi. That being said, if you saw my predictions video for next year's driver lineups, I think he will still have a chance and think he will still have a drive for next season. Looking into his statistics a little bit more, okay, 1 point compared to 31. He's only outraced Räikkönen on 1 occasion as well. He's had 1 DNF, which came in Silverstone, where he wasn't quite on for points, but another mistake from Giovinazzi at the time cost him. It's the qualifying battle, where Giovinazzi has actually fared up quite well against Kimi Räikkönen. It's 8-4, so it's still in Kimi's favour, but Giovinazzi, slowly as the season has progressed, has been getting closer and closer, and with that he's been getting into Q3. He's done that on 3 occasions now so far this season. Was able to get points in Austria, almost got them in Silverstone, would have got them in Germany if it wasn't for a 30-second penalty thanks to the team. So improvements have definitely been there. You look at his first couple of races of the season, I'm even thinking back to Canada. Canada was really this man's first real break after some difficult Grand Prix. Gets Q3, out-qualifies Kimi, and like I said, those first few races hadn't gone so well, so Canada seemed like a brilliant opportunity to prove everyone wrong. Spins the car during the race, ends up a whole lap behind Kimi Räikkönen. It's been little things like that so far this year. The same thing happened in Azerbaijan. Went in too deep into turn 1, lost a whole host of time. The only saving grace for this man is that he's improved, and was one of those drivers in Germany that was able to keep the car on the track, and before the disqualification, thanks to the team, he picked up some big points on that day. And like I've said with Alex Albon, like I've said with George Russell, these guys have never ever done a wet race in Formula One, and yet you've got multiple world champion Lewis Hamilton, you've got Valtteri Bottas, Hülkenberg, Perez, all making mistakes in that race, and yet these guys that have never done a wet race before, that have only done a handful of Grand Prix in Formula One, were proving their worth. And Giovinazzi, again, it's not been a brilliant start to 2019. Kimi Räikkönen has definitely been the better of the two, but I think we all expected that. Nobody expected Giovinazzi to come in and just make Kimi Räikkönen look like a rookie. That's never going to happen. But I think what he has done is progressed, which is exactly what he needs to be doing. He's still got time, and I think as the season goes on, he's only going to get better. It's not been a brilliant first half for Gio. He needs to improve. He needs to cut out these silly mistakes. I'm giving him a 5 out of 10. A very middle of the road. Needs to improve. Maybe should be a 4, but I'm going to be a little bit lenient thanks to recent performances. I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments below. A couple more of these coming tomorrow, including one of the top 6 drivers, so keep your eye out for that one. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you enjoyed and if you're new, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.